North Attleboro Community Television, North TV Sports presents King Philip Regional High School Basketball. Welcome back to King Philip for the second half of our Sunday doubleheader here at the high school in Rentham. The King Philip girls look to get into the win column today against the Mansfield Green Hornets. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Farinella bringing you the play-by-play along with former Zavarian Brothers High School coach Alex Salaki. And Alex, these two teams put on a good battle Thursday night at Mansfield before the Hornets figured out King Philip's pressing tactics. And then they were able to race to a 56-48 win with a strong second half. But I'm thinking the shorter court here at King Philip might work more in the Warriors' favor today.
Well, what happened, Mark, in that game was that Mansfield finally started going long to break the press. They sent someone deep. Of course, we've got a shorter court here. So deep isn't as deep as it was in Mansfield. And
that's why they have so much problem pressing the Hornets on their home court, because it is, as we've mentioned many times, the longer 94-foot court. Here at KP, it's a chummy 84 feet and not much room before you hit the wall. So it's not, you don't have that opportunity to spread the court out that much.
So we'll find out if KP comes with the same type of defense early on, see if Mansfield goes with the same method and if it actually works on the shorter court.
In the first game, balanced scoring for the Mansfield Hornets. Kayla Vine had 13, Sarah Dooling had 12, and Brooke Barabee had 10. Strong performance by the front court. Caroline Aaron had a nice game for King Philip. She had 14 points in the opener. And Courtney Keswick had 3 3-pointers, and she'll need to be the outside threat.
Definitely. KP showed a lot offensively with penetration and eventually knocking down the threes.
Now, you'd like to get that outside shooting, especially here. And as you have an opportunity to get the long rebounds if. Alex, before we continue on with the girls' game, I just want to make one note about the boys' game we just saw, which was a Mansfield victory by the score of 89-59. That was the 300th career victory for Mansfield coach Mike Vaughn, so congratulations to him.
That's a great accomplishment.
Yep, he's been there for 17 years now and has led, that's what we used to call it a small school. It's not anymore. He's led them to some great heights. But here we are now for the girls' game. The starting lineups for the King Philip girls: Julia Marsden, number 4, Courtney Keswick, number 11, Catherine Spellman steps into a starting role, number 15, and Caroline Aaron, number 24, and Emma Glazer, number 35. And KP has the first possession, having won the coin toss. Glazer in front of us. Keswick has the ball. Keswick drives the lane. No good. Rebound is fought for. Comes back to King Philip. And that was Marsden on the rebound. Keswick takes a 3. Hits it. Keswick, as we said, she is the outside threat. Mansfield now has the ball, and they are being pressed again by King Philip, as they were in the first game. Dooling gets it up. Back underneath. Goes out of bounds. The starting lineups for Mansfield: number 2, Abby Wager. Number 3, Ashley Santos. Number 23, Kayla Vine, their leading scorer from last year. Number 33, Brooke Barabee. And number 35, Sarah Dooling. First-year coach is Heather McPherson, after 22 years of Mike Redding's stewardship of the team. And over on the King Philip sideline today is varsity assistant Nicole Nunes, filling in for Dan Nagel, the second-year head coach of the Warriors, and he will be back behind the sidelines for the next game that you and I see here at King Philip, which will be next Sunday against Franklin. Underneath, Dooling has the ball slapped out of bounds on the rebound attempt, and it will remain Mansfield possession. KP leading 3-0, 7:13 left to go in the first quarter.
At the offensive end, there was a nice drive by Caroline Aaron in addition to Keswick for the 3. Aaron did a great job penetrating the other night, too, and we'll see if she can keep that up tonight.
Hornets running a similar offense to what the boys do. They do try to keep it out at the perimeter and then look for the good shot inside. The ball eludes Dooling, and King Philip will have it. Hornets, of course, 1-0. They won the first game between these two teams. King Philip 0-1. Marsden brings it around to Caroline Aaron. Her shot is over the basket, and Abby Wager has the rebound. Here comes Wager on the fast break. pulls up for the shot. That would be a 2 if it goes, but it doesn't. And the rebound is by Spellman. Here comes King Philip. Aaron loses the ball, and it goes to a Hornet. And Abby Wager is out in front and has slapped away by Marsden. Nice job by Marsden to catch up.
We're into an up-and-down game right off the bat here, Mark.
Yes, we are. The Hornets in their green uniforms with white numbers, a little white trim around the shoulders, and some black piping. The King Philip Warriors, of course, in white with green and gold trim. And a foul.
Nope, she was out of bounds.
Just an out-of-bounds play. I'm sorry. Once again, they use whistles that are not what we're used to hearing.
Yep.
These are electronic whistles that are handheld. And of course, everybody is masked. You are, I am, the players, the coaches, the officials, we're all wearing masks.
Here's the first line change for KP.
And that is one thing that has been the staple of the Dan Nagel era, is that they do run a lot of people in, and usually, sometimes as many as all 5. So there's Colleen Crowther, but has the ball stolen away by Wager. She puts it up and in. Wager gets the first points for the Hornets. It's 3-2 King Philip with 6:11 left to go in the first quarter. King Philip running pretty much of a weave offense, looking for Emily Sawyer underneath, the 6'3" sophomore.
That was a nice look. She's going to maybe get it up a little bit higher.
Sawyer is clearly the tallest player on the court. Wager has the ball on the steal, but Sawyer knocks it away. And it will be Mansfield ball out on the side. First Mansfield substitution. And that is Allie Prentice, number 25. Kayla Vine has the ball out top, is almost pushed over the half-court line, and there is a steal. King Philip is harassing the ball again, and a foul. Jacqueline Bonner was bringing the ball up, and the foul is by Sarah Dooling. That's her first. King Philip will take the ball out in front of me, and that is Liv LaFond, who has the task of inbounding the ball here. Gets it to Sawyer and immediately given back to LaFond. Doing a little bit of a touch there, almost. I thought the official was going to go for the button.
Looked like he was getting ready to press that button.
I thought so too, but ball is thrown away and Mansfield will have the ball.
So just about every time down so far, KP has done a great job of pressing along the sideline in the half court.
Vine gets the ball on the inbound.
They're going
up
long.
Quickly to Casey Viking, underneath to Dooling. Sarah Dooling from Casey Viking. Nice play by the Hornets, and it's 4-3 Mansfield.
So we saw them go long there, Mark, and it worked for them.
Yep. Not that much room to go long, though. And a carry called on Liv LaFond. And here comes 5 new ones for the King Philip Warriors. Nicole Nunes has head coaching varsity experience. She coached the Norton Lancers for, I think, 4 or 5 years, I believe. Mansfield now will take over in a little physicality out there. And pass is stolen. Salisbury's pass is stolen. Now King Philip has the ball in the forecourt. Emma Glazer takes the 3 and hits it.
Nice ball movement.
Those are Glazer's first points of the year, and that surprises me because she really was an active player in the first game but just didn't score. Vine on the fast break doesn't get the basket. Glazer with the rebound. We are up in the forecourt. Caroline Aaron, no good. Rebound comes out to Mansfield. Vine misses the shot. We are off to the races here, Alex.
Yeah, it's up and down.
Aaron has the ball now. Gives it off to Marsden.
Wide open.
Marsden has
Wide
an open
open.
lane. And
Nice look by Aaron.
Marsden scores, and it is 8-4, King Philip. Shot no good. Rebound. Fought for, rolls out of bounds. And I believe it will be King Philip's. And a lot of substitutions.
Right.
I'm not even going to try to keep up with the substitutions. If you're watching this game in Plainville or anywhere you may be watching it on our live stream, just keep an eye on them, and hopefully I'll tell you who the right ones are at some point.
Mansfield still sending someone long up the middle, which they did in the second half the other night.
The initial shot by Ashley Santos was no good. The rebound is stopped and is a foul. And that is on number 32 for King Philip. That's Summer Dow. That's her first foul and the first King Philip foul of the game. So Kara Santos will go up to the line with 2, misses the first. .407 left to go in the first quarter. It's 8-4, King Philip. Fast-paced game already. Well, you can tell these kids want to be out here and play, and they put all their energy into it, even with the masks, with everything that's going on. Santos' second one doesn't go, and the big girl, Emily Sawyer, pulls down the rebound. Quickly up court. LaFond underneath to Sawyer. Oh, in and out.
Yep.
In and out, and the rebound is fought for. Kara Santos pulled down, and she is fouled in the process by number 32. That is Summer Dow's second foul. So she's picked up 2 quick ones.
Foul's not an issue right now for either team. Did they go long?
Long pass again. Ashley Santos misses the layup, and Sawyer with the rebound. Sawyer got down there quick for the big girl. And the shot by Prentice is good. And that's a 3. King Philip comes right back. And number 20, Jacqueline Bonner, scores for the Warriors on the baseline drive.
That was a really nice drive.
Mansfield wasting no time. Kara Santos took the ball up, and I think she was thinking that somebody was going to be on the baseline. I think foul is on number 3, and that is Elizabeth Malla. That is the third team foul for King Philip, and again we have a phalanx of new players coming in. That was the substitution pattern that took us by surprise last year when Dan Nagel unveiled it.
Nice
pass
trap.
Thrown away. Good trap on defense, yes.
That trap caused the bad pass.
3:12 left. King Philip in a 10-7 lead here. King Philip had the early lead in the first game, played at Mansfield on Thursday night. Ball slapped away by Santos, and Spellman went down to try to corral it, but did they call that a walk?
Would they call that a travel?
I think they. I didn't see her move, but sometimes that a shuffle of the knee might do that when you're down on all fours. Basically, is where she was. All right, the ball is put into Ashley Santos.
There's an opportunity right there for a trap. Another opportunity here.
And they finally do get it across.
And the ball gets thrown out of bounds. That's the intention there, Mark.
Brooke Barabee was looking on the baseline, but because of the harassment, just really did not have an opportunity to get a good pass off. So here comes KP again. Emma Glazer gives it off to Julia Marsden. Caroline Aaron makes the move in, and it draws the foul from number 35, Sarah Dooling, and that is her second. So Caroline Aaron right in front of us. She'll inbound the ball. Marked by Abby Wager. Gets it into Marsden and gives it off to
she stepped out of bounds. Yeah, so it was a nice location to get the ball to create something, but her back foot.
Yep, Glazer passed the ball, but fortunately not in the right place sometimes. You just don't know where the lines are on the court sometimes. Abby Wager is skating a straight line to the basket, but she doesn't get it. Rebound by Brooke Barabee, and Barabee was in the right place at the right time, and she scores.
Barabee's good at that, getting the offensive rebound and putting it back up, and quite often with her left hand.
Another steal. Another steal, and Mansfield had a fast break, but the ball is out of bounds, and let's see what the call is here. Just out of bounds, I believe. And with 2:18 left to go in the first quarter, it's 10-9 King Philip, as they finally did draw the attention of the officials to make another major substitution over there. Mansfield will inbound the ball, so it obviously went off a King Philip player. Back out to Anna Darlington. Shot is no good. Rebound on the ground. And they call the alternating possession, the quick tie-up.
I don't know if you noticed that, Mark. The official was going to give the ball under the basket. It must be hard to break old habits.
Yeah, obviously that's one of the rules, and we've mentioned it before, but for the Plainville audience, we will say that again too, that that there are changes, and one of them is that there are no inbounds plays from under the basket unless you scored, made a basket, and you're taking it out from there. And a foul on the possession. Foul is on number 20 for King Philip, and that's Jacqueline Bonner. So now they have 5 team fouls fairly quickly. Mansfield will inbound, 2:01 left to go, 10-9 King Philip. Inbound to Darlington, over to Wager. On the top to Vine, now looks inside. Barabee was trying to go inside, but Mansfield maintains the ball, and Wager is kind of knocked down by number 33 for King Philip, and that is Liv LaFond. So that is the 6th team foul on King Philip. And on to the next one, Mansfield would go to the line for 1-1. Hornets still have the ball in the King Philip end of the court. Wager inbounds. Tries to go underneath to Santos. Vine for the 3. No good. Rebound by Emily Sawyer. I think she's gotten about 3 or 4 rebounds already. Shot by Bonner's no good, but King Philip still maintains possession. Bonner and Wager go to the floor. Bonner maintains the possession. The shot by Crowther is no good, and a battle for the rebound underneath. It's a jump. And I believe, I can't see the arrow from here, but I think there was so many times that Mansfield's had the ball, I would think this is King Philip's, but I guess it's Mansfield's.
It looks like Mansfield's, yeah.
It is.
Okay, we just had a line change for King Philip. Let's see how the pressure works here. Will Mansfield try to send someone long?
And a whistle to stop play just to make sure everything is, make sure the arrow is in the right position.
Well, you were right,
and
Mark.
I was right. I thought it was going to be King Philip's ball by now, because I thought the last possession I saw over here was Mansfield. So yes, there was a check at the table, and it is going to be King Philip ball, side out, over by the benches, which are now on the opposite side of the gym here. Caroline Aaron gives it back to Glazer. To Courtney Keswick for 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound maintained by Glazer. Gives it out to Aaron. Aaron
Nice
will drive. Aaron drives and puts it in.
Strong drive to the basket.
Absolutely strong. And so 5 different players have scored for the Warriors as they have a 12-9 lead inside the last minute of play here in the first quarter. And the ball is slapped out of bounds. It will maintain.
Foul.
And that is a foul.
Lots of fouls here.
And that's a foul on number 5, I believe. Let me just check that because I didn't see the official. It's on number 4, and that's Julia Marsden. That's her first, and that is the 7th team foul. So now Brooke Barabee will go to the line to shoot 1-1, and this is one time when they do have to have players up on the line, because it is the first shot of a possible only one-shot situation. Barabee dips and shoots and gets that first one. authoritatively putting it off the glass.
Right.
54.1 seconds left. Brooke Barabee at the line for Mansfield. The second one rolls out, but there's a lane violation, I believe.
Yep.
And so that will be King Philip possession. So 12-10. King Philip still up by 2, and here they come. Emma Glazer to Julia Marsden. Keswick, a little bit of a jam up there.
Right,
Abby Wager really playing defense. But Glazer gained control, long 3, rebounded by Barabee. I thought she was on the line there. Stolen away underneath by Spellman, and there'll be a foul. And the foul is on Barabee. That is her first. Third team foul for the Hornets, and that will send Catherine Spellman to the line. Misses the first. 32.7 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Entertaining one.
Yep.
Plenty of action back and forth.
Seen a lot of good things here on for both teams.
Spellman will dip and shoot and put the second one in. So KP is up 13-10 as the Hornets have the ball slapped away.
Nice aggressive denial
by Emma Glazer. They will try to get it in again. Olivia Salisbury will pass the ball inbounds for the Hornets. Abby Wager flashes, wants to give it back, but Caroline Aaron steals it, and it would be a foul. And that foul is on Salisbury, I believe.
King Philip pressure
Yes,
has been very successful so far.
Salisbury's first foul, Mansfield's fourth. Ball's inbounds. Caroline Aaron is going underneath to Spellman, no good, but she was trying to pass along, and so King Philip stays at the perimeter. Aaron looks like to drive, but she got Spellman underneath open, and
she drew the defense and laid it off to Spellman.
Got the ball into her. Great job. 6 seconds left. Santos gives it off to Wager at 2 seconds left. No good. It's over, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So a very entertaining and fast-paced first quarter ends with the King Philip Warriors up 15-10.
Asians Garage is now celebrating 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Asians provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking up a chunk of your day. Asians Garage, proudly celebrating 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Nearly 150 years ago, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane as well as services to your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs.
Alex, we're seeing a lot of up and down action here.
Right, definitely. A lot of it caused by the King Philip press. One thing I like that King Philip's doing offensively is they're looking for opportunities to penetrate to the basket. They get into that paint, and especially Caroline Aaron has done a fantastic job of getting into the paint, seeing the open teammate, and giving them a little bounce pass. That's the type of play that will keep the defense on edge. And eventually three-point looks should open up off of that too.
And also very impressive so far is that 6 different players have scored for King Philip. 3 of them have 3 points. Keswick had a 3-pointer. Emma Glazer put in a 3-pointer, and Catherine Spellman had 1 free throw and a basket underneath, a nice basket that we saw a few minutes ago. So right now the Hornets haven't really gotten uncorked because of the pressure, and I think they adapted well in the second half to that pressure on the longer court at Mansfield. So we'll see if not having to traverse those 10 extra feet each time down the court helps King Philip in this game. especially with the way they substitute.
Yeah, as you said, Mansfield had trouble with that early on the other night. Eventually they figured out how to fix it.
And we're back for the second quarter of action here at the King Philip Regional High School gym. The King Philip girls looking for their first win of the season. They lead Mansfield 15-10 after a quarter, and Mansfield will have the ball going out of bounds. So let's see if they can keep that pace up in this second quarter of action that we've seen so far. Another steal by the Warriors. Here comes Aaron, and she's blocked by Wager. She gets the ball back. It's on the ground. Goes out of bounds off King Philip. I think it was off Spellman.
Looked like it, yeah.
Nice block by Abby Wager, though, to prevent what could have been a momentum-building basket by Aaron, and we have a foul. And the official is pointing to the wrong bench. So he has to remember that the scorer's table is over here, but the teams are on the other side of the gym this year. So let's see. I did not see who that foul was called on, so I will await the scoreboard.
Caroline Aaron.
And it is on Caroline Aaron, so that is her first. And, of course, Mansfield's in the one-on-one, so Casey Viking will go to the line. Misses that first shot. Spellman with the easy rebound, and King Philip comes right back. Unfortunately, a dribble off the foot, and so Mansfield has it. Kayla Vine is going to split the defense, but does not get the rebound, does not get the shot. Aaron has the rebound, gets it up to Glazer, who stops. Gets it over to Marsden for the three-pointer. No good off the glass, and the rebound is fought for. Olivia Salisbury had her hands on it. It's a tie-up, and it will be King Philip. It will be Mansfield ball. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. I think not sure who anybody's pointing at, so it will be King Philip ball, as I suspected. All right, King Philip. Aaron will inbound to Glazer and gets the ball back from her. Almost a steal by Wager. And that's going to fall in. Nice job by...
Incredible bounce.
Nice job by Emma Glazer for her second three-pointer of the game. Got that tantalizing roll, and it finally did go. Casey Viking brings the ball up for Mansfield. Gets it off to Salisbury. Goes across to Ashley Santos. Not a very good pass, really, and ball's out of bounds. But I think they're going to say it was
deflected by Aaron.
6:51 left to go in the first half. 18-10, King Philip. Abby Wager will inbound the ball for Mansfield. She's got a looping pass, but Viking gets it, but she traveled. Viking got the pass that was intended for someone else. But a travel gives the ball back to King Philip. So here comes Jacqueline Bonner, gave the ball off to LaFawn. Now she has it back again. And the pass looking underneath for Sawyer, intercepted by Viking. Now Mansfield has it. And they're going to call the walk on Ashley Santos. And, I thought she was pretty much getting handled over there.
It looked like she may have been bumped into walking.
But that's the call.
Yep.
A lot of whistles have been called in this game so far, or they're not blown. I can't say that they're using their lips to do anything with them because they're in the hands, but tie up almost. But now Mala gets the shot off, no good. Sawyer with the rebound.
Nice rebound.
But Casey Viking battles to tie it up. So that ball will go over to Mansfield. I think the officials are having a little trouble figuring out where the arrow is. It's on the traditional side here at King Philip, where the scorer's table usually is, but because of the COVID-19 social distancing restrictions, the teams have moved over to the other side of the gym. I've seen some interesting permutations of that. I saw a game by the Norwood boys the other night where they had one team on one side of the gym and the other on the other side, and that is a nice little shot by Ashley Santos. So her little stop and pop goes in, and it's 18-12, King Philip in the lead. And a stoppage. And I'm kind of just going to wait to see what it is because...
Kickball.
All right, I wasn't quite sure on that. Let's see if they reset the clock, because on a kick, yes, they do. So they did reset the clock to 30 seconds. 5:51 in the game clock. 18-12 King Philip in the second quarter. Marsden has the ball. Will give it off to Emma Glazer. Keswick gets it back out to Glazer. Glazer on the drive underneath. Anna Bradley had a shot. Did not go. Mansfield on the attack. Long three by Barabee. That's not really her shot, but took it. King Philip coming back now. Aaron on the left side comes in for the swooping drive. Try to get to Bradley again. Now Wager has it. Wager steps out of bounds. Right in front of us.
There was
a lot of contact.
Definitely. I was just going to say that there was a lot of contact there. But
a lot of contact.
The play went KP's way.
Caroline Aaron will inbound the ball. 5'7" senior guard. Gives it off. On the left side, Aaron has it. Now over to Keswick for the three. Keswick,
Beautiful.
Boom.
Nicely done. Aaron penetrates, finds the three-point shooter.
That is the second three for Courtney Keswick. King Philip up 21-12, building a lead with that defense of theirs too, but a foul.
Now that defense is aggressive, and as we've seen, it causes them to pick up quite a few fouls. That's their eighth foul ninth rather. Ninth foul in the
ninth
first
foul,
half.
and that is the second one on Caroline Aaron. So another shooting opportunity for the Hornets, and that's Anna Darlington. 5'3" junior guard. Got a little bit of playing time last year. Has definitely progressed a little bit more, but misses the front end of the one-on-one. Caroline Aaron on the drive. No good. Rebound by Barabee, I believe it was.
Yep.
And she gets it off to Wager, who gets it off to Darlington, who brings it across. Boy, KP is really attacking the ball, aren't they?
Yep. There was some bumping of Darlington there as she was heading down court.
Wager with the three, no good. High rebound. Goes out of bounds off Mansfield. I believe that was off of Sarah Dooling. So KP will have the ball, and I think it took a little while for a line change, and here's a new one.
This is a fast-paced and physical game, Mark.
It is. I'm wondering at what point the physicality might start to kind of, I want to say, well, bite them, and as it tends to do sometimes if they start getting called for fouls. Right now, King Philip's getting away with a little bit of physicality. Three-point attempt, no good by Summer Dow. Mansfield comes away with the rebound, but the quick pass down is intercepted by KP. Another shot.
Very nice shot.
Jacqueline Bonner.
Yeah,
it's a three, and that's a timeout called by the Mansfield Hornets. As King Philip has doubled up the score here, 24-12 with 3:58 left to go in the second quarter. Hey, they are relentless, aren't they?
Jacqueline Bonner right then, a really nice little pass fake to her left and then back to release the shot. Got the defensive player to move just a little bit to open up the area for her to release the ball. Yeah, King Philip is looking very good right now, Mark, with a 12-point lead.
And one thing I note, too, is that it looks like Mansfield, as you've mentioned, is trying to still get those long outlet passes. And King Philip is either they're not putting enough steam on it, or aware that they don't have as much room to do it, or King Philip is anticipating it better and intercepting those. So
I think it's the latter, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they saw how that worked so well for Mansfield in the second half the other night, and of course the smaller court, they don't have to go as far to get back.
KP on a 9-2 run in this quarter. 3 3-pointers by Keswick, by Bonner, and by Glazer. And we have the 24-12 score. Mansfield will inbound. Salisbury will have the ball. Gets it up to Barabee. Now to Darlington. He was almost getting trapped there for a while. Prentice back to Darlington. Underneath, I think she was trying to get it to Dooling. Kicked out of bounds. So Mansfield will have the ball in front of the King Philip bench. Prentice. Allie Prentice will inbound the ball. Does get it to Sarah Dooling. Dooling tries to get around the defense, but has to kind of get the ball out. Salisbury goes to the court.
Backcourt.
And they will call a backcourt on that because nobody had touched it beforehand. So, King Philip forces another error. And at 3:36 left to go in the half, it's 24-12 yet. Bonner doing a pretty good job of directing it. Now that three is no good by LaFond, and a tie-up. And that ball will go to Mansfield, I believe. Yes. And we're going to see an awful lot of substitutions here, not just by King Philip, but also by Mansfield. I think we have 4 kids coming in for Mansfield. So Caroline, it goes to it is King Philip's ball. Caroline Aaron will bring it out. Will pass the inbounds pass to Emma Glazer. Glazer did not give it back. Goes now and blocked by Abby Wager. And what a nice block that was. She didn't, when you're blocking from behind, sometimes you run the risk of getting a foul called on you, even if all you got was ball. But that was pretty obvious.
Mark, Aaron has 2 fouls, correct?
Aaron does have 2. Julia Marsden gives it off to Spellman. Spellman with the swooping lay-in, no good. Rebound underneath, though, by Aaron. Nice job. And it's 26-12, King Philip. Abby Wager off to the races and gets the basket. So the Hornets are trying to fast break. That time they did. But here comes Glazer. She has the ball knocked out of bounds, and I think that's a foul.
She was fouled.
So let's see to whom that will be assessed. That will be assessed to Abby Wager, and that is her first foul in the game. 5 on the Hornets. So that will be a shooting situation for Emma Glazer. Last year she averaged 6.6 a game. Bangs that one in.
Yep, using that glass.
Her career high was a 19-point performance against North Attleboro on last January 21st. Glazer does not get that one. Rebound by Casey Viking, but Glazer steals it away. Ball is loose, and it is still in King Philip's possession. Keswick will take the 3. Swish!
Knocks it down. Aaron to Keswick again.
Keswick, her third three-pointer of the game, second of the quarter. And the ball still will stay in Mansfield possession. Courtney Keswick is heating up, Alex.
She is, and I would say that Aaron has at least 6 assists tonight. 3 of them to Keswick, and then a few others on passes inside for lay-ins.
No question, she is playing a terrific game. Abby Wager gets the ball for Mansfield, gives it off to Kayla Vine, who has been silent in the scoring department so far. Dishes it off to Ashley Santos. No, and Spellman has the rebound, but she's tied up by Casey Viking. 2:19 left to go. King Philip leads 30-14. In the first half of play here, our first doubleheader of 3 that we'll be covering here at King Philip this basketball season. And so glad to do it. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad you're watching. Abby Wager gets it into Vine. She's double-teamed and trapped, but she bounces the ball off of, I believe that was off of Liv LaFawn's foot, so Mansfield will maintain possession. 27 seconds on the shot clock. Wager out to Salisbury. Salisbury, again, King Philip is right on people, and, well, Colleen Crowther kind of got a lot of her. She tried to go to the basket, so. Olivia Salisbury will go to the line. And that's the 10th foul, so we're at a 2-shot situation.
But as you were starting to say a little earlier, Mark, this style of play on King Philip's part could hurt them a bit and help Mansfield get back in the game, and that would be at the free throw line. That's how Mansfield could get back in this game fairly quickly. Because
unfortunately, though, the Hornets aren't helping themselves yet at the foul line, and they have missed. They've missed 6 of their 7 free throw shots. As that shot, it goes long. It's on the floor. Tie up. And one of the Mansfield shots was erased by a lane violation. So this is not a good foul shooting day for the Hornets, and I'm sure Heather McPherson would like to see better. So King Philip will get possession here as Liv LaFond will inbound the ball. Goes out to Sawyer and gives it back to LaFond. Sawyer underneath. Gets it out on the side to Crowther. Off the rim, no good, but the rebound is still King Phillips. That was LaFond. And she has the ball now at the top of the key. She'll take a shot, no good. And now this time, Kayla Vine rebounds and she's immediately attacked. And finally, a foul. And the foul is going to be called on Liv LaFond. That is her second. So, Kayla Vine has a chance to get herself into the scoring column, and she does. Vine was the Hornets' leading scorer last year, about 11 points a game. The rebounders come in. Vine gets her second shot, so she puts 2 on the board. Stops the Mansfield drought in that regard. 30-16, and the pass is errant. Goes right by us. And so that will be back to the Hornets with 1:37 left in the half and a 30-16 deficit staring at them. Strong performance by the KP Warriors in this first half, and so much of it has been off their defense. Slapped away by Glazer. Glazer tries to save the ball, but she goes out of bounds.
Great hustle, though.
Now, that's one thing there has been no shortage of from the King Philip Warriors in this game has been hustle. They are really working. That will be Mansfield's ball. Kayla Vine will inbound with 1:34 left. Gives it to Wager. Abby Wager, promising sophomore. Throws the ball away, though. I just jinxed her. 5'9" sophomore, scored 5.7 a game in her debut season last year with a career high of 12 against North Attleboro. Here comes the King Philip Warriors again. Aaron gives it off to Keswick for the runner, and there she gets the runner.
Nice.
She gets the runner.
Again, some good ball movement for King Philip.
Keswick now has 11 points.
Stolen by Aaron.
Aaron will try to get and they do get the ball loose, but it's now in the hands of Kara Santos, and somebody slaps at her. So there's a foul called. 24, and that is Caroline Aaron. That's her third. Now that's not good news for Nicole Nunes and the King Philip Warriors. So Kara Santos will go to the line for 2 shots. She's a freshman. Hits the first. It's good to see if you're a Mansfield fan watching this game, as opposed to most of the folks in the audience are probably from Plainville, but we watched that free throw shooting situation going on. It's good to see them breaking a little bit, but King Philip will call a timeout here to try to ice her a little bit, I guess, going in as she will return with one more shot.
Be interesting to see if Aaron comes back out for the last 57 seconds of this half. It would be very detrimental to King Philip's game plan tonight if she ended up with 4 fouls at the halftime.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want her to get that cheap foul right now. So she is standing, but nowadays you can't tell because all the players are standing. You don't have the usual situation where your 5 playing players would be on the bench being talked to by the coach and would be kneeling in front of them, and all the other players would be surrounding them. Now everybody has to stand. They have to be a little bit distanced. And without too many people in the stands, I suppose you could have somebody listening to what the other coach is saying, but that wouldn't be sportsmanlike. But Caroline Aaron is coming out, so they're taking a little bit of a risk in those last 57.4 seconds.
Yeah, we'll find out if that is a risk that doesn't pay off.
So Cara Santos at the line for Mansfield, looking to complete her two-shot situation successfully. Does not go, but she gets her own rebound, and she throws it up no good. The rebound is by Spellman. Ball is loose. Mansfield gets it back. Salisbury looks underneath to Darlington. That one goes out of bounds. And I believe that will be Mansfield ball. Not much of a signal here. Yes, I guess here we go. Mansfield ball with 44.7 seconds left and 25 on the shot clock. Kayla Vine gets it into Darlington. Underneath to Santos. The ball gets, unfortunately, dribbled off her foot. And here comes Caroline Aaron for the easy pass. Oh, and it does not go. I'm sorry. Rebound by Santos. It just rolled off the rim. So the Hornets have the ball back. 28 seconds left. Darlington to Salisbury to Barabee. Double teamed in the corner. Now she's going to go away from it on the baseline. Gets it out to Santos, and she's fouled by Glazer, I believe. Nope, the foul is being called on Julia Marsden. So I'm not seeing the game there. I don't know what it is. Second foul on Marsden, but 2 shots for Cara Santos. And she gets the first. 17 seconds left. It's 32-18, King Philip. Very strong effort by the Warriors. The Hornets have to claw their way back in. And a lane violation, so Santos will have a third opportunity. It's the old 3 to make 2.
Right.
Like they had in the NBA way back in the old days.
Ago. 3 chances to make 2.
So Cara Santos will get that opportunity and gets it. So she cashes in. It's 32-19, King Philip. Here comes Emma Glazer for the last 15 seconds. Gives it off to Caroline Aaron. Creswick for the 3, and the whistle blows. The shot goes, but what's the call? White 4. I guess they were foul away from the ball. So that follows on Julia Marsden. That's her third. Wipes the basket off.
Because they ran that play very nicely with Keswick coming off a screen.
Mansfield with 5 seconds left. Santos brings it across, lets it go off the back of the rim. The rebound is by Keswick. That is the end of the first half of play. So a strong half by the King Philip Warriors, and they have the 32-19 lead over Mansfield.
Asians Garage is now celebrating 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Asians provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking up a chunk of your day. Asians Garage, proudly celebrating 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Nearly 150 years ago, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane as well as services to your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs.
And Alex, as we return here for the folks in the live streaming end of it, certainly a very bit of a surprise to see King Philip's defense working so successfully against Mansfield. But I think, as we mentioned, you have the shorter court, and it's much easier to press.
Exactly. And what Mansfield needs to do now, Mark, when they get the ball into the half-court situation after they break the first wave of the press, is they've got to start looking to the free throw line. The high post area is wide open, and getting the ball to someone there will relieve the wing trap pressure and allow that person to attack the basket. That's, I think, a goal that Mansfield should have here in the second half. And at the King Philip end, they are doing a great job of running their offense, getting into the paint, dishing out for threes, or attacking the basket. They're getting a number of offensive rebounds. Not all of them are being put back. If that could improve, they could potentially increase their lead quite a bit.
A little warm inside this gym today, I would think. It's funny because we are used to being in gyms where there are a lot more people, and usually they're very warm. I'm here in a sweater, and I think I'm really regretting it, even though the only people who can come to the games here right now are select King Philip parents. I think they have the restriction on people for, maybe your two parents or guardians and couple of siblings, and you have to kind of register in advance to make sure you're going to go, and no visiting team players either, so that is also a kind of a sad aspect of what's happened here on the pandemic. But in the meantime, we were at least lucky to have some basketball, and we hope that you're enjoying watching it. Alex, do you see anything that you think that Mansfield will get back into the game if they do differently than they did in the first half?
Well, I agree that they could get back in the game by going long and completing some of these long attempts against the pressure. Of course, they have to shrink the court up a bit, but they have done it a few times, and if they can succeed a few more times, they'll get back into this game quickly.
Okay. And we're back for the second half of play here at King Philip as the King Philip Warrior girls have a 32-19 lead over Mansfield. Just want to let you know that today's first half was presented to you by Asians Garage, now in its second century of serving the area's automotive needs. Asians Garage, 321 North Washington Street in North Attleboro, just over the Plainville line. The scoring for the first half, I can let you know that for the King Philip Warriors, Julia Marsden had 2 points. Courtney Keswick led the way with 11. Catherine Spellman had 3. Jacqueline Bonner had 5. Caroline Aaron had 4. And Emma Glazer had 7 as we begin play here. And Ashley Santos is fouled underneath. A little bit of a push by Spellman.
I'd say that was a little bit of a push.
It was a little bit of it. It wasn't much. For the Hornets, Abby Wager had 4 points. Ashley Santos had 2. Kara Santos had 3. Kayla Vine had 2. Allie Prentice had 3. Brooke Barabee had 3. And Sarah Dooling had 2. And a walking call, which may have been restorative in its nature.
I didn't see her pivot foot move that much, if at all.
So Caroline Aaron inbounds in front of us, gives it off to Emma Glazer as the King Philip Warriors really, applied the defense in that first half to gain the edge, and they do not want to surrender it. Courtney Keswick with the long 3, and she gets it.
Got that rhythm today, Mark.
Now that's the Courtney Keswick we saw last year in the opener against Sharon, where she hit 7 of them. She has got the touch today. Foul over on the corner there, and they're going to call that foul on Emma Glazer.
Right, 2 quick fouls here for KP.
And that's her second. Inbounded. Shot from the corner, no good by Santos. Ball is loose. Glazer has it. Pulls up, and she did double dribble on that. He was trying to find somebody to give it off to, and just unfortunately didn't get the steps underneath her. So Mansfield will get the ball back, and Ashley Santos will inbound in front of us. 7:26 left to go. King Philip 35, Mansfield 19. Ball's loose, but Santos gets it back. Now she's going to drive. Gets it off underneath to Dooling. Dooling does not get the shot, saves the rebound. But the ball goes out of bounds as she tried to get it to Barabee. You can hear Mansfield coach Heather McPherson. She really wants them to execute better. Meanwhile, a nice runner from Keswick does not go, and so Kayla Vine has the rebound for Mansfield. She's got Wager in front of her, but she'll take it all the way in, and she does score. So that's the Kayla Vine we've seen last year, too, and we haven't seen that much of it yet this year. KP is ready to put a new line in, but Marsden goes to the basket and scores, and she's fouled on the way in. So Marsden will get a chance to go to the foul line. And the foul is on Brooke Barabee. That is her second, and the second on the Hornets.
If the paint is open, drive to the basket. And that's what Marsden just did then.
.647 to go in the third quarter. Marsden dips and shoots, but it's off. The rebound is by Dooling. Slapped away by... Who was that? That was by LaFond underneath.
Yep, that was LaFond.
Hornets get the ball back on the tie-up. They try to go long. And the ball is out of bounds off of Brooke Barabee. So King Philip gets another opportunity here. Jacqueline Bonner starts it off. Very interesting to see Sawyer take the three. Maybe that might be part of her repertoire later, but she comes back and tries to block the shot by Vine, but is called for the foul.
It's tough to block a shot coming around from behind over somebody's right shoulder.
Yep.
It's a good way to pick up a quick foul.
So Emily Sawyer draws her first foul. First by King Philip. And Kayla Vine gets the first of two. So she's accounted for all of Mansfield's points in this quarter so far. Long ponytails, they cover up that number. She doesn't get the second. Sawyer had the rebound start KP on the break. They are in the forecourt. They were going back to where the ball goes out of bounds off of either Wager or Barabee. They were both kind of in the vicinity. So KP on the side out with 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Sawyer out in the high post. Now we'll give it off. Mala trying to drive, gets it back to Crowther, no good on the long shot. Mansfield with the rebound, they're on the break. Wager fakes, does not get the basket, but Santos is there for the rebound. No, Vine is blocked, but she's fouled. So the foul was called on Mala, and that is her third foul. And Kayla Vine will go back to the line, and she'll have two shots. Gets the first. Another large substitution for the KP Warriors. I think that's a full five. Really feel like we should play some hockey music when they do that. Lady of Spain, something like that. Kayla Vine at the line for Mansfield gets the second one. So she has accounted for all of Mansfield's 5 points so far in the quarter. It's 37-24, King Philip in the lead. Steal away from Mansfield. Wager will go up to Vine, but it is stolen back by Caroline Aaron. Pass was off the mark. Aaron was there. Aaron now looking for someone to give it off to, and she does, to Marsden underneath. Quick pass was looking for Spellman, but it's stolen away by Cara Santos. Hornets now pushing the ball up court. Wager looks underneath for Barabee, and she goes right over the basket with it. Rebound by Keswick, and a whistle.
Timeout.
Timeout called, I think, by King Philip. So with 5:27 left to go in the third quarter, it's 37-24. The Warriors in a 13-point lead.
What was their lead at halftime, Mark?
It was 32-19.
Okay. So we've held ground, or at least KP has held ground, rather. And the thing that worries me here a bit is the foul situation, because they're picking up too many fouls too early here. Can't give Mansfield an opportunity to get back into this thing at the free throw line.
Well, they do have quite a few fouls. In fact, Mala, Marsden, and Aaron all have 3.
Right. That's troublesome.
Aaron especially. That's the one that scares me the most.
Now, Mansfield, in terms of their plan to break this press, I think they need to keep the ball off the sidelines a bit. Use the middle of the court more to get this ball up court.
And I think they have to make better decisions on the passes, too. I think they've been trying to whip that pass up fast, and maybe sometimes the player's not there. They have to be sure that what they want to do is there to be executed.
Exactly.
So Courtney Keswick will take the ball out in front of us in our new broadcast location here at King Philip, next to the scorers table on the opposite side of the court from where we were last year. Glazer out to Aaron at the top of the key. She goes for 3, bounces off the rim. Glazer fights for the rebound, but it comes down to Casey Viking for Mansfield, and the Hornets will start.
Somebody's gone long here for okay, Keswick picked her up.
And the ball goes out of bounds, off the hands of Allie Prentice. And another turnover for the Hornets. I wish I was keeping turnovers. Quite a few. Many of them forced by the Warriors, some unforced. Aaron over to Marsden. Marsden with a quick little fake move gets it back to Aaron at the top of the key, and that one goes in. That's a 3. Caroline Aaron now has 7 points in the contest. And she has just played a complete game. Viking passes up to Dooling, and that break works for Mansfield.
Right, some good looks there.
That's 4 points for Sarah Dooling now for the Hornets, and a steal by Casey Viking again. Passes it up to Salisbury, gets it underneath the Viking. She goes up for the shot and scores over Salisbury. So the Hornets are trying to battle back here. Long shot by Aaron is no good. Rebound underneath is Mansfield's. That is Sarah Dooling. Gives it off to Salisbury. Now to Viking. Over to Darlington. Fakes the 3. The 3 is taken by Dooling. Goes out of bounds. No good. And it is deflected out of bounds. So Mansfield does hold possession. 40-28. 3:59 left to go in the third quarter. Another big change in possession and personnel for the King Philip Warriors, and Sawyer is the towering presence in the middle. Viking with about an 18-footer, no good. Rebound by Liv LaFond. Warriors looking for that shot on the outside. Mala, now they're trying to go inside. Now they go back outside with LaFond, and that is no good. The rebound is by Darlington. Darlington will bring the ball up for the Hornets. Gets it over on the side to Prentice. Prentice shot is altered by Sawyer, and the Warriors come away with the rebound, and there's a whistle.
KP, I'd say, is starting to rely a bit too much on the 3 here.
Foul is on Sarah Dooling, and that is her 3rd for Mansfield. .324 left in the third quarter. 40-28. King Philip in the lead. Mansfield has showed a little bit more life in this quarter. Here's the outside shot. And that is good by Jacqueline Bonner. And a timeout is called with 3:10 left to go. King Philip 43, Mansfield 28.
Now that 3 came off of ball movement, and that's the kind of 3 that's a good one to take. When you just bring the ball up and launch up a 3, the defense is set, and if you miss it, they get the rebound.
That's the 8th three-pointer by the King Philip Warriors in this game so far.
That's some good shooting. So up to a 15-point deficit now for Mansfield. Coming out of the timeout, will they try something different? Will they put some pressure on? Will they try something different offensively? 15 down, you got to try something.
And since we have this timeout, I'll let everybody know that today's second half is presented to you by W.H. Riley & Sons, serving the area's heating oil, propane, and cooling needs since 1873. That's W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street in North Attleboro and 125 Winter Street in Taunton. Keep your family warm this winter by trusting the W.H. Riley & Son family. Mansfield with the ball. Kayla Vine has it slapped away by Aaron. She gets it back. Vine, I think, took a walk there, but they didn't call it. The pass is errant, and it goes to Glazer. Brings it to Marsden. Now Marsden will bring it across. She's going directly to the basket. No good. Rebound is grabbed out of bounds by Courtney Keswick, and so it will be Mansfield ball, but King Philip is pressing. Into Brooke Barabee. Stolen. And a foul. Caroline Aaron. When there's something going on out there, you can't figure that Caroline Aaron is at the root of it all.
All right, and that steal was just off a little hand flick. She just tipped the ball slightly and then grabbed it.
That was Kayla Vine's first foul for Mansfield. That is the third team foul for the Hornets in the second half. KP will inbounds. Aaron gives it to Glazer. Now she has it back, but she strolls a little bit. She wanted to pass, didn't see what she wanted, and so she kind of adjusted her feet a little bit. And then as she threw the pass, that was when the travel was called.
Yep, a little bit of a hop there. Had trouble figuring out which foot should be her pivot foot.
So Mansfield has it back. Prentice gets it into the middle to Darlington. Darlington brings it across. Viking now to Prentice. A steal attempt by Aaron. Darlington goes down. The steal is done by Keswick. Aaron drives in. Looked like there was contact underneath, but Darlington has the rebound. Oh, helter-skelter here. Darlington tried to get it to Viking. The ball went out of bounds off of Emma Glazer, and that will be Mansfield ball. King Philip substitutes 5 in.
So when you have a 15-point lead, you should be able to survive a little flurry like that where things are a little bit out of control. Let's hope that the game can get back under control here now.
Prentice will inbound with 20 seconds on the shot clock here. Gets it to Darlington. Hornets go around the horn. Stolen away. And slapped out of bounds. That was Mala on the steal. And it will be Mansfield ball, I believe. No, I'm sorry. It's King Philip ball. I haven't seen Abby Wager in the last few minutes.
Right.
Just probably needs a little bit of a rest. She did sprain her ankle slightly in the first game against the Warriors. Sawyer will take the three and banks it in.
So that is part of her game.
Well, it works. It worked for the girl from Franklin, of course, who's I'm just forgetting her name. Brigham, Allie Brigham. So Mansfield underneath, and that one is by Dooling. Hornets racing to the basket. Dooling layup is no good. Tries to get the rebound back, but LaFond has it. LaFond will get the ball back up in a hurry. Now out to Bonner for the three. Boom!
Wow.
That is 10 3-pointers for these kids.
A 19-point lead.
And that's 3 3-pointers for Jacqueline Bonner. Shot by Vine is no good. No, I'm sorry, that was not Vine. That was all Olivia Salisbury. Now another 3-point attempt by the Warriors. No good by Bonner. Darlington has the rebound, but she is tripped up by LaFond, and I think that's will be a foul on LaFond.
Yeah, they got to call that one.
Yep, and that will be Liv LaFond's third foul. With 46.8 seconds left to go in this quarter, it is 49-30. King Philip in the lead. King Philip just really cashing in on the 3-pointers and the defense. Ball is slapped away by Caroline Aaron.
Great anticipation.
Another attempt to get it in by the Mansfield Hornets. And now it has to come to the sideline because it was on the because it was a out of bounds situation before. I mean, I think it was because it was on the shot. They had it on the back, but
another deflection.
Yep.
Right there by Aaron. This is one thing about the KP team on defense. Their hands are moving. Their hands are lively.
They do get it in successfully this time. But
And
Aaron,
there it is again.
she is just all over the place. The Hornets still have the ball. Kayla Vine almost carrying the ball each time on the dribble, but the Hornets still have it. Wager to Santos at the foul line. He's going to drive in. Santos scores and is fouled.
Yep.
Powerful drive by Kara Santos.
Who's that foul on? That's her fourth.
That is the fourth foul on Caroline Aaron, and now that may most of what she's been doing has been not necessarily close contact. So I think that she's still in good shape as long as she just plays smart.
But they called the foul on the wrong player there, Mark.
Did they?
Yep.
Kara Santos finishes off the three-point play. 26.1 seconds left, and a violation coming in bounds. So with 25.3 seconds left, Mansfield will get it back in scoring territory, as they say. Ashley Santos, waiting for her to have the breakout night that will come. It will happen before the season. Nice pass in to Kara Santos. Tries to go for the whoop-de-doo layup. Doesn't go. Glazer with the rebound. Keswick. Now they're going around. Marsden will penetrate. In and out. Ball is Marsden's to save, and it goes off of a King Philip player. 7.3 seconds left, and the Hornets will have possession.
Yeah, Mark, I just want to point out that Aaron is on the sidelines now with 4 fouls.
Well,
an opportunity for Mansfield to make up some ground here.
Well, they still have a long way to go. Long pass. Vine has it. She will get it and lay it in with 4 seconds left. KP just holds on to it as time expires in the third quarter. So after 3, the King Philip Warriors continue to lead the Mansfield Hornets. It's 49-35.
Nearly 150 years ago, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane as well as services to your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs. Asians Garage is now celebrating 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Asians provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking up a chunk of your day. Asians Garage, proudly celebrating 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area.
Alex, the King Philip Warriors really hitting from three-point land in that quarter.
Amazing, right? And coming off a ball movement, they seem to be falling. When they're forced, they don't seem to be falling. So hopefully KP can learn from that. What'd they do? Up their lead by 2 from 12 to 14 here at the end of the third?
Well, they did put 17 points into the basket in that quarter. So haven't gotten to the Mansfield ones yet as I try to figure out my statistics in these quarter breaks.
Well, you saw in that last play of the third quarter that Mansfield went long right down the middle. Okay? And I don't think it's a coincidence that happens when Aaron is on the bench. And if Mansfield starts doing that, I think King Philip's going to have to make a modification in their defense. They can't let Mansfield win the game the way that they won it the other night in the fourth quarter by going long and breaking down their pressure.
That was Mansfield's best quarter of the game so far. They had scored 10, 9, and then 16 in that quarter. But the Warriors still scored 17 points, so they did increase their lead by a point. Warriors have scored 15, 17, 17 in a fairly balanced performance so far. So we are back for the final 8 minutes of this contest here at King Philip. Very entertaining. So far, very successful for the King Philip Warriors. Do they have another quarter in them to maintain their mastery of the Mansfield Hornets? It's 49-35. Mansfield showing a little life in that third quarter, but KP fending them off with the three-pointer. Kayla Vine has the ball for Mansfield and still marked very closely and forced into a travel by Caroline Aaron, and she has been the standout in this game. I mean, she has 4 fouls right now, so she has to be a little careful, but in terms of her leadership and her defensive prowess out there, she's making things happen. Glazer gives it back to Keswick. Keswick, the ball goes off of Wager, saves it into Vine's hands, and the shot is missed.
That's a
by
break
Santos.
for KP right there.
KP has the ball back in the corner from Glazer, no good. Rebound by Wager. Well, Santos had a nice layup opportunity. You could see her put her hands to her head. She was so sad that she did not get one. She gets a three-point attempt now. Ashley Santos' shot is no good. She gets her own rebound. Now to Brooke Barabee, goes underneath to Dooling. Dooling was not quite the pass that she wanted, and it's a tie-up and a walk. A walk is called on the King Philip person that got the ball at the end.
It looked like the ball actually hit the bottom of the rim on that pass.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that. Well, they're going to call 21 seconds on the shot clock as the travel of the King. Why would there be if it was a King Philip player called? Well, anyway.
I'm not sure I'm following this one.
I'm not sure I am either, so we'll just let you know, folks, that when all this is, now they go back to 30 seconds because of the shot. As you said, it probably did touch the rim there. So Ashley Santos will inbound for Mansfield. Gives it off to Abby Wager. She's got Glazer on her really tight. Gets it back to Santos with the spinning shot, no good. Rebounded by Spellman. And now Keswick is looking for a shot. It's not there. Glazer. This ball is stolen by Ashley Santos, and Ashley Santos is trying to assert herself a little bit now. Knocked out of bounds by Marsden, and so Mansfield will have the ball with 26 seconds left on the shot clock. 6:37 left to go in the fourth quarter, and it's 49-35. King Philip.
That was a great hustle there by Marsden with a nice back tap, taking away a 2-point uncontested layup.
Another line change for the Warriors. The long shot by Vine. That's her first three-pointer of the game. And it's 49-38. Bonner is fouled on the way in. And the foul is on Ashley Santos. And that is only her first foul in the game. Hornets have not committed that many fouls in this contest. Bonner misses the first. 5'6" sophomore guard. Having an outstanding game today. Gets the second. That is her 12th point in the game. Santos passes to Barabee, and she's fouled by Mala. And that's 4 on Mala. So Brooke Barabee will go to the line for the Hornets.
Yep, that 2-on-1 type of situation can't happen. KP is going to have to figure out how to get back faster on defense.
The 5'11" senior forward misses her first shot. They would like to cash in a little bit more at the foul line. She gets her second. So the Hornets off to a 4-1 run in this fourth quarter of play. Bonner will bring the ball up. Gives it off to Crowther. Now a steal by Wager. Wager's got a pretty open lane to the basket and just puts it off too high, but a rebound there. Ready for the rebound again is Sarah Dooling. Inside, Sawyer kicks it back out. Crowther, no good. Sawyer draped over a rebounder. But Ashley Santos comes away with it. Now the ball is tapped away. Tapped away again, but still maintained control by LaFond. And the ball is on the ground and stoppage, and it will go to King Philip.
Brooke Barabee has been doing a very nice job dealing with Sawyer on the boards. She's given up a lot of height, but she's been very physical.
Well, I think you might say that's the senior versus sophomore type of situation. As I forgot her name briefly, Allie Brigham from Franklin had that ability to shoot outside too, and I think Sawyer's development might scare a lot of people if she continues to extend her range as well as play, stronger in the paint. Mansfield now with Olivia Salisbury gets it off to Viking, now over to Darlington, no good. Ball is out too far, and Salisbury controls. Darlington brings it back, so they will have another possession. Still playing aggressive defense, these KP Warriors. Prentice tries to go into Kara Santos. A foul is called. And the foul is on Spellman. That is her second. She's one of the few people that isn't in foul trouble for King Philip.
Mark, I want to quickly point out that Mansfield has cut the lead below 10. And when you cut the lead below 10 in the age of the three-point shot, you're back in the game.
Yep. So, Kara Santos will go to the line, 1-and-1. Hits the first. That was the 8th team foul on King Philip. First opportunity for a 1-on-1 shooting situation for Mansfield.
And when you add to that you're already in the 1-on-1 with 5 minutes left in the game, then you're really back in the game.
Bounces in and out, and the rebound is by Spellman, but a steal. Darlington's shot does not go well, but Mansfield maintains control. The outside shot, no good by Prentice. Rebound attempt by Viking. Another rebound by Santos. And now Darlington gets the lay-in attempt, no good. Viking keeps the ball. Prentice has it. Back out to Salisbury. 25 seconds on the shot clock because the Hornets kept getting the rebounds. A lot of bumping by Aaron, and Aaron slaps the ball away, but Salisbury goes down. She rolls. Now, I think, they're going to call a tie-up. I thought she went cheek to cheek on that, and that's usually a travel.
Yeah.
And we saw that called in the Attleboro-Mansfield boys tournament game last year in a very key moment, which I think was a steal by Jack Colby against, and I can't remember whether it was McMahon or was one of the outstanding Attleboro players that forced a key turnover during Mansfield's comeback. All right, Prentice will get it into Viking. Back in now to Darlington, back to Salisbury. Salisbury takes the little jumper, no good. Rebound by Kara Santos, but now Mala comes away with the ball up to LaFond, gives it off to Sawyer underneath, and that's an easy score for Emily Sawyer. And that is her 5th point of the game. KP up 52-42. Prentice with the 3. It was on target, but back rim. And now LaFond gets it up to Bonner, but it goes out of bounds off Bonner. 3:43 left to go, 52-42. King Philip clinging to the lead here.
So, the question is, how do you maintain a 10-point lead with just below 4 minutes left in the game? And one way is not to throw the ball all over the court. You got to be more precise with the basketball.
7-3 run by the Hornets in this quarter so far. But we're trying to get the ball up, and they do to Kayla Vine. Now to Sarah Dooling. Underneath. And a timeout. I believe a timeout is called by the Mansfield bench, but Heather McPherson does not appear happy to have that timeout called. I don't know what the situation was.
Yeah, I don't understand what happened there.
And I think they were about to turn the ball over, though. It was close. So anyway, we have a timeout here with 3:31 left to go. 19 seconds on the shot clock for Mansfield when they come back in. 52-42, a 10-point game.
Like to see KP take better control of the basketball. Okay, be more conservative maybe, and try not to send Mansfield to the line. Mansfield has 8 team fouls, Mark. Is that yet?
That is correct. Our next games here at King Philip for North TV for the Plainville channel will be next Sunday. And we will be here as the Franklin Panthers come to town. Now, again, Brigham's not there anymore, but they have some really good players. They've got actually one of the best defensive players in the league, too. And, I'm going to have other rosters here with me, but Franklin lost a few starters from a team that won the Division I starting co-championship last year in the state. They were going to play in the state title game, but that game was canceled, as were all of the state title games last year. So it'll be a tough challenge for the Warriors, but if they can get this win, they'll go into it with some confidence. And that will be a boys-girls doubleheader, and we'll be here for both of those games. Nice in pass to Dooling from Wager, and that is a key score for the Hornets. And Dooling now has 10 points.
Yeah, that was an excellent backdoor play.
The drive by Glazer will go, and she's fouled.
That's a big score. Hey, Mark, I did want to point out one thing here. In a 10-point game, Mansfield has committed 4 fouls. They may have to give a couple of fouls soon if they end up needing to foul strategically and send KP to the line.
The foul was on Brooke Barabee. That is her third. So Glazer will have the opportunity to complete the 3-point play. She does not. Almost the rebound is back to her. Gets it to Keswick for the fall away from the other direction. Actually a runaway. King Philip still maintains the possession.
Right.
Glazer now has 9 points in the game, by the way. So Mansfield will have the ball as the ball goes out of bounds. Kay Levine will start the possession up. Hornets look a little, almost a little restless there. They're trying to get this. They're trying to rush this a little bit. Vine's three-pointer is short, and it will go out of bounds. And Mansfield gives the ball over to King Philip.
Yeah, things did look a little rushed there, Mark.
Yep, definitely a little hurried. 2:45 left to go. KP in the lead by 10. A steal by Mansfield. Here comes Vine, who's up against Aaron. No call. Though it doesn't go. Wager gets the rebound, no good. Rebound fought for, was saved briefly by Santos, but goes out of bounds, and King Philip will have it. Marsden will inbound. Gives it off to Glazer, and a whistle. Timeout?
Apparently it's a timeout.
Timeout
called by KP.
Timeout called by Nicole Nunes on the King Philip sideline. So with 2:27 left to go, it's a 10-point game, 54-44. King Philip will have 28 seconds on the shot clock when play resumes.
So Mansfield now has committed 5 team fouls here in the third period. At what point does Coach McPherson decide to start fouling strategically to see if KP can miss the free throws and Mansfield can get the ball back right away to try to put some points on the board? A lot of times coaches wait till it's closer to a minute and 20 left in the game. So we're about a minute away from that. I think with a 10-point deficit, the Mansfield coach would have to be thinking about doing something along those lines. But that with the 3-point shot, if you knock down 2 threes, all of a sudden it's a different ballgame.
Mansfield's next game is in doubt right now. They were supposed to play Taunton at home on the 12th and at Taunton on the 14th. Both of those games have been postponed because of a COVID outbreak in the Silver City. So Mansfield's next game at that point would be at home against Attleboro on the 19th. A long gap between games. All right, King Philip will have the ball. Aaron looks over to Glazer. Glazer thinks about the 3. Now she wants to go into Sawyer. Out the top to Bonner. Different combination there for King Philip.
Right.
Shot is no good. Sawyer went up to over a player to get the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds off of a Mansfield player, and so King Philip will maintain possession. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Yes, it is a different combination for the Warriors.
Definitely. Aaron's on the
going with
court.
the height in there with their trusted senior players. Ball is almost slapped away from LaFond, and it is. And Mansfield has it. Here comes Kayla Vine, dribbling through traffic. Now gets it, kicks it back out. Now over on the corner to Barabee, no good. Rebound is slapped away. And Mansfield does have it, and a nice job by Sarah Dooling to take it away from Glazer. Wager takes the three. No good off the glass. Sawyer with the rebound. Starts the break, but Wager again disrupts it, but now LaFond is going to be alone and scores. LaFond scores, and now it's a 12-point game with 1:27 left. And it looks like KP might be building a little bit of momentum in a way, but an open shot down here for Ashley Santos. And now it's back down to 10. 1:15 to go. 56-46. Bonner to Sawyer. Underneath. Open.
Nice little pass. Little shuffle pass.
And a timeout is called by Heather McPherson.
Lays it up there high enough for her to grab it and just put it off the glass.
That could be a backbreaker, that one. Sawyer was loitering around all alone to the right of the basket, and Bonner saw her, got it to her.
Got to give Sawyer credit for hustling down court in that situation.
Sawyer now with 7 points in the contest.
So now, Mark, with 12 points and 1:05 left.
I think we are in the situation we're going to have to try to get as many possessions as you can, if that means fouling. And that's one of the things now, allegedly, when they changed all these rules, they said that they wanted when you get into a strategic fouling situation, they wanted the player to indicate to the official beforehand that they were going to foul somebody. I don't know how that's going to work. We'll get a chance to see if it works now. I mean, you just normally, you want to usually try to foul the first person, but sometimes you don't want to foul somebody who you know is going to kill you at the foul line.
Exactly. And you also want to play maybe at least 2 or 3 seconds of tough defense to see if you can steal the ball.
Yeah, and that seems to be like a telegraphing your intentions situation that I didn't think would be a competitive, in the spirit of competitive basketball. So we'll see how this all transpires here with 1:05 left to go in the game. Mansfield inbounds. Ball gets away from Kayla Vine off her foot.
Off her foot, yes.
And King Philip will have the ball into the basket, and they can really put a knife in the back of the Hornets here with 1 minute left to go. Caroline Aaron will inbound. Glazer back to Aaron. Oh, that looked like a carry, but the ball does go out of bounds. The pass was affected. LaFond could not get to it, and Mansfield will have it back. 55.4 seconds left to go. That was a pretty swooping dribble.
Right, yeah.
All right, Mansfield now with the ball. Kayla Vine looks underneath to Sarah Dooling for the basket. And so the Hornets continue to battle back. Dooling now has 12. And a whistle, and that is a foul. Foul is on Kayla Vine. That's her second. 42.3 seconds left. Hornets that was their foul to kill. They have 6 team fouls now, so there will be an inbound situation. It's 58-48. Heather McPherson just getting a little bit of a clarification, I guess you might call it.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens with that situation here.
Aaron to Sawyer. Looked like they were trying to foul her, but Sawyer gets the rebound on the missed shot, but it goes out of her hands and into into Brooke Barabee's hands. Hornets come up. Santos a little bit out of control. The ball slips away, and now there is a foul. The ball was in the hands of Liv LaFond, and Brooke Barabee had to commit the foul, which she did. That's the 4th on Barabee.
Okay, 10 points with 25 seconds left.
Liv LaFond at the foul line. She has only 2 points in the game. She hasn't been to the foul line yet. And this is a one-on-one situation. Misses. Rebound by Barabee. Hornets have to get something going fast. Here comes Wager. Shot by Vine. A three is good.
She had a hand in her face there, too.
Yes, she did.
And Mansfield steals the ball.
But it goes back to King Philip. And now they loop it into Sawyer underneath. Sawyer's shot goes off the rim. Rebound fought for Aaron and... was that Barabee? Yes, it is. And so what is the call here? A simple tie-up, I guess, and it will go to Mansfield. 2.1, is that right? Is that what I'm seeing? Yes, it is.
That's the ball game.
And that's the ball game. Boy, those last couple of seconds really went by quickly.
I didn't notice, but...
It kind of surprised me a little bit, but there you go. That is the ball game, and the King Philip Warriors have their first win of the season. It is 58-51 is the final score. So both teams are now 1-1. Alex, a good comeback by the Hornets, but terrific job by the King Philip Warriors. Defense, three-point shooting, and they put the elements together that they wanted to on their home court.
Yeah, and don't forget some good dribble drive, penetration, dishing off to the open teammate. A lot of great things.
All
a lot
righty.
of great things. They made a lot of progress.
All right,
in
so
3 days.
For our viewers, thank you for being with us here on our live stream from the King Philip Gymnasium. For Alex Salaki and for our cameraman Scott Tooker, this is Mark Farinella reminding you the final score once again was King Philip 58, Mansfield 51. Thanks a lot for joining us, everyone. Good afternoon.